Do you ever have regrets over past choices? I'm Kathy Bartuli from Thriving Now and theintimacydojo.com, and I'm here with Jackie, who would like to tap on some of those issues and has volunteered to be a guinea pig for the rest of us and share some of her feelings. And I really appreciate you being here, Jackie.
Thanks, Kathy.
So when you think about the regrets over past choices, and you don't have to be, you can be as specific as you like, can you pick out one that feels the most intense to you when you think back? And I invite anyone listening along, tapping along, tune into something, a time that felt particularly like, wow, I really wish I'd done something different. And you may want to write it down if that's coming up for you.
Maybe it's January and after the holidays, and maybe it's just a time of transition, but I'm pretty much regretting a lot of choices in every area. So I have health issues and financial issues and social issues, and everything comes down to somehow it was my fault.
Okay, so there's a lot of self-blame on that.
Yes.
Okay, let's deal with that first because that's really core. So can you take a nice slow deep breath? And feel your feet on the floor, kind of wiggle your toes, feel your butt in your chair so you're embodied, you're in your body. And notice what you're feeling in your body when you think, wow, I did this wrong, I messed this up. And are you feeling that any particular place in your body?
My stomach,
Okay.
maybe a knot or nausea.
Yeah. Okay. And if that knot or nausea wanted to say anything, what would it say?
You screwed up.
Okay. All right. So take another deep...
Again.
You screwed up again. Okay. Did anyone in your family tell you things like that? You screwed up again?
It seems like a cop-out to say my mother, but I can't hear it in my head, but I know that I often felt like I screwed up.
Okay. You felt like she judged you for screwing up.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So another nice deep breath. And we're going to start karate chop. Even though I blame myself
Even though I blame myself
for all these past regrets,
for all these past regrets,
all these bad mistakes,
all these bad mistakes,
all these awful choices,
all these awful choices,
I'm open to seeing if I did my best in some cases.
I'm open to seeing if I did my best in some cases.
Even though I have all these regrets,
Even though I have all these regrets.
and I feel like I went down the wrong path.
And I feel like I went down the wrong path.
I did make some good choices in there.
I did make some good choices in there.
Even though I regret where I am,
Even though I really regret where I am.
and I wish it were different.
And I wish it were different.
I feel that in my stomach.
I feel that in my stomach.
I'm open to finding a way to soothe myself.
I'm open to finding a way to soothe myself.
Top of the head, all this regret.
All this regret.
I brought all this blame.
All this blame.
Side of the eye, I blame myself.
I blame myself.
Under the eye, it's my fault.
It's my fault.
Under the nose, if I'd just done things differently.
If I'd just done things differently.
Chin, if I just did things better.
If I just did things better.
Collarbone, I'm a failure.
I'm a failure.
Under the arm, look at all the things I lost.
Look at all the things I lost.
Top of the head, look at all the things I never experienced.
Look at all the things I never experienced.
Eyebrow, wow, that feels really heavy.
Wow, that feels really heavy.
Side of the eye, and I'm carrying that around in my stomach.
And I'm carrying that around in my stomach.
Under the eye, what if I could let some of this blame go?
What if I could let some of this blame go?
Under the nose, I really did try to do my best.
I really did try to do my best.
Chin, and I had some struggles.
And I had some struggles.
Collarbone, I did the best I could.
I did the best I could.
Under the arm, but I should have known better.
But I should have done better.
Top of the head, I should have known better.
I should have known better.
Eyebrow, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
Side of the eye, how could I end up here?
How could I end up here?
Under the eye, I didn't know I'd end up here.
I didn't know I'd end up here.
Under the nose, and I love some of the things I have.
And I love some of the things I have.
Chin, I'm not regretting those choices.
I'm not regretting those choices.
Collarbone, but some of them turned out so badly.
But some of them turned out so badly.
Under the arm, and I feel like it's all my fault.
And I feel like it's all my fault.
Top of the head, all this blame in my stomach.
All this blame in my stomach.
Eyebrow, what if I could let some of that go?
What if I could let some of that go?
Side of the eye, it's not really helping me.
It's not really helping me.
Under the eye, I don't make better decisions when I blame myself.
I don't make better decisions when I blame myself.
Under the nose, in fact, I feel worse.
In fact, I feel worse.
Chin, it feels really hard on my body.
It feels really hard on my body.
Collarbone, and I don't want to hurt my body anymore.
And I don't want to hurt my body anymore.
Under the arm, it's okay to let some of this blame go.
It's okay to let some of this blame go.
Top of the head, it's okay to feel some relief.
It's okay to feel some relief.
Take a nice slow deep breath. And what are you feeling in your body right now, Jackie?
I started to feel it in my throat too, so I guess that was maybe about not speaking up about things.
Okay. Can you just check in? Because we have thoughts sometimes, but ask your throat itself. And I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying, let's tune in. What does your throat think about this? What would it like to say to you?
You screwed up.
Okay. Karate chop. My throat says I screwed up.
My throat says I screwed up.
Top of the head, I screwed up.
I screwed up.
Eyebrow, I screwed up.
I screwed up.
Side of the eye, even my body says I screwed up.
Even my body says I screwed up.
Under the eye, how could I be that awful?
How could I be that awful?
Under the nose, I screwed up.
I screwed up.
Chin, I blame myself.
I blame myself.
Collarbone, I should be omniscient.
I should be omniscient.
Under the arm, I should know all these things.
I should know all these things.
Top of the head, and I screwed up.
And I screwed up.
Take a nice...
Again.
Okay, good. Take a nice deep breath. I appreciate how vulnerable you're being around this. It's a tough topic. What do you notice? What does your throat feel now?
I don't necessarily feel anything different.
Okay. Ask your throat how you could have been better.
I could have been smarter, but I don't know how.
Would you tell your daughter that she should have been smarter?
No.
Okay. People do the best they can most of the time, right?
Yes.
And some of those decisions you made when you didn't have a lot of experience, correct?
Yes.
Now, would you blame, like if I came to you as a friend and said, Jackie, I'm having this horrible time and I feel like I should have just done things better, would you tell me I should blame myself?
No, I would be way nicer to you than I am today.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. Does it feel like it's your mom's voice that you kind of internalized?
No, I think, yes, my mom, but other people too. It's like if there's something wrong with your health, then somehow that's your fault too, because if you only did what this person told you to do, you wouldn't have the problem.
Yeah. Karate.
So I guess it's authority. It isn't just my mother, it's authority.
Karate chop.
So, authority.
Karate chop. Even though authority told me I was wrong.
Even though authority told me I was wrong.
That everything would be perfect if they just said if I just did what they said.
If everything would be perfect if I just did what they said.
And I didn't do what they said.
And I didn't do what they said.
But they all said different things.
But they all said different things.
And I'm not sure how I could have done all of them.
And I'm not sure how I could have done all of them.
But they still say it's my fault.
But they still say it's my fault.
If I'd just done what they said.
If I'd just done what they said.
Everything would be perfect.
Everything would be perfect.
Top of the head. Hindsight is 20/20.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Eyebrow. It's really easy to say things would have turned out better.
It's really easy to say things would have turned out better.
Side of the eye. But we really don't know.
But we really don't know.
Under the eye. You can't split test humans.
You can't split test humans.
Under the nose. We don't know what would have happened.
We don't know what would have happened.
Chin. And I was doing the best I could.
And I was doing the best I could.
Collarbone. I still ended up here.
I still ended up here.
Under the arm. And I have all this blame from authority.
And I have all this blame from authority.
Top of the head. That I'd really like to let go of.
And I'd really like to let go of it.
Eyebrow, I don't think it's helping me.
I don't think it's helping me.
Side of the eye, I wouldn't blame somebody else this way.
I wouldn't blame somebody else this way.
Under the eye, I might accept that they did the best they could.
I might accept that they did the best they could.
Under the nose, I wonder if this blame is helping steer me down a darker path.
I wonder if this blame is helping steer me down a darker path.
Chin, it might be nice to release some of this.
It might be nice to release some of this.
Collarbone, and tell authority to fuck off.
And tell authority to fuck off.
Under the arm, it might be time to tell authority to fuck off.
It might be time to tell authority to fuck off.
Top of the head, that I can do.
That I can do.
Take a nice deep breath. What are you noticing?
So it occurred to me, partway through, okay, I'm cursed.
Ah, okay.
Or I just kept giving my power away and wanting somebody else to be the authority.
Well, that's really common. A lot of us were taught that, and especially females are socialized that way, that we're supposed to do what other people say and then it will be okay. If we just follow all the rules, then we'll be safe. And so giving your power away, like, yeah, that sucks that you did that, but most humans have done it sometimes.
Right, but is there a point where it's too late?
I personally don't think it's ever too late. If there's breath, there's hope, so to speak. And I've seen, for myself too, I thought when I was 44 that life was it was too late for me. And I started making changes anyway, and life's pretty wonderful. So, personally, I don't think you get to choose that for yourself. But let's tap on that if that's okay.
Okay.
Karate chop. What if it's too late?
What if it's too late?
What if I waited too long to reclaim my power?
What if I waited too long to reclaim my power?
And speak up.
And speak up.
No wonder my throat's mad at me.
No wonder my throat's mad at me.
I didn't speak up.
I didn't speak up.
And I never had that role modeled.
And I never had that role model.
And I didn't always know how.
And I didn't always know how.
Top of the head, what if I could forgive myself?
What if I could forgive myself?
Eyebrow, that will never happen.
That will never happen.
Side of the eye, but what if I could forgive myself?
But what if I could forgive myself?
Under the eye, that would be kind of nice.
That would be very nice.
Under the nose, if I forgave myself.
If I forgave myself.
Chin, I could let go of some of this blame.
And could let go of some of this blame.
Collarbone, I bet I'd have more energy to do other things.
I bet I'd have more energy to do other things.
Under the arm, and take care of myself better.
And take care of myself better.
Top of the head, I'd like that.
I'd like that.
Eyebrow, hey universe.
Hey universe.
Side of the eye, I'm not very good at letting this go.
I'm not very good at letting this go.
Under the eye, but I welcome your help with this.
But I welcome your help with this.
Under the nose, would you please relieve me of some of this guilt?
Would you please relieve me of some of this guilt?
Chin, some of this blame.
Some of this blame.
Collarbone, and let me see myself as good and worthy.
And let me see myself as good and worthy.
Under the arm, I don't want to have to blame myself.
I don't want to have to blame myself.
Top of that, it really doesn't help.
It really doesn't help.
Nice, slow, deep breath.
It occurred to me as we were tapping that part of why I gave my authority away was the rules, but another part was I just didn't have confidence in myself. You know, that I had a good thought process, or I could make a good decision, or I looked to somebody else to say I had a good idea or to offer an idea because I didn't have confidence.
Well, from things you've shared in other times we tapped, it doesn't sound like you got a lot of encouragement to trust yourself or to build your confidence.
No, I don't think I did. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think I got encouragement. I think I got mixed signals probably from most people in my life.
Yeah.
And I wasn't taught to trust myself.
Yeah.
If it contradicted what somebody else in my life wanted, then I was going to be wrong.
Well, that's a really wonderful way to control other people and get things to happen the way you want them to.
I didn't learn how to do it.
No, I mean, if someone else...
No, I know. I never got the skill on the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
Although I wouldn't want to do that to somebody else.
No. Karate chop. I would never want to do that to someone else.
I would never want to do that to someone else.
They must have been very afraid.
They must have been very afraid.
Because I wouldn't want to do that to someone else.
Because I wouldn't want to do that to someone else.
They shook my confidence.
They shook my confidence.
So I didn't dare speak up.
So I didn't dare speak up.
Top of the head, I really want to speak up now.
I really want to speak up now.
Eyebrow, I can give myself permission.
I can give myself permission.
Side of the eye, I can even screw up sometimes.
I can even screw up sometimes.
Under the eye, I think I can handle it.
I think I can handle it.
Under the nose, I can clean up my mistakes.
I can clean up my mistakes.
Chin, I can clean up my messes.
And I can clean up my messes.
Collarbone, and I can learn from the process.
And I can learn from the process.
Under the arm, that would feel really good.
That would feel really good.
Top of the head, I am open to that now.
I am open to that now.
Take a nice deep breath.
Okay, so I started out regretting my choices.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of them.
Yeah,
And I think I regret my choices because I regret where I am.
right. Okay, so you're blaming yourself for where you are,
Yes.
and you're saying your choices were bad.
Yes.
Okay. Does that feel as strong that the choices were bad? Or is it just that you don't like where you are right now?
No, now I'm much more connected to, oh, well, I don't like where I am.
Okay, great. So I'd like you to
But
take
if I think long enough, it'll be my choices.
because you want to go back to your choices.
That's familiar.
Yeah, that's easy. Easy because not that it's fun, but that's someplace you've been.
Right.
Yeah. So what I'd like to do is let's just close this tapping now, and we'll come back, and if it's okay with you, do some tapping on I don't like where I am.
Okay.
All right? Thank you so much, Jackie. For those of you that are listening, please leave comments below. And if you're noticing things coming up, we'd love to know about it.
Okay. Thanks, Kathy.
Thanks, Jackie.